Esebo. India ndani podcast. Don't recording a podcast. South.
That is how men be when women are in labor. Like they have to respond to work.
Thing.
Like hi.
Dr. Ruth. I mean, you're on duty, you're working in Mulago, you're doing your stuff. You meet guys, fellow doctors. What if they're sharing the same pie?
Cut. We are back with Vibes with Dr. Ruth Grace podcast, and today we're gonna talking about men.
Okay.
And pregnancy. When she says we are pregnant, what does she mean? So today I have a co-host with me.
My name is Haman Namanya, one of the Kampala men.
So the Kampala men we hear about in this country.
Yeah.
The common men that we now know.
Yes.
I bet that these days we have a problem with men.
Mm-hmm.
People are saying men don't have responsibilities, they don't know how to handle women and all that.
There's a difference. Men and boys.
Men and boys.
So we are talking about men or boys?
Our Simani.
Okay.
But we're talking about men.
Yes.
Since we expect that a boy should not really be able to care for a woman who is like pregnant and etc.
Okay.
So let boys be boys and then men be men.
Okay.
So yeah, heading back into the conversation, your girlfriend comes and tells you we are pregnant.
Yes. So
what goes through your mind?
The very first thing, it goes back to the memories. Because what a man...
Which memories? The ones when we're making the baby.
Very
I'm sorry.
good.
Yes? When we're
like the process.
The process?
The process.
Oh my God.
Like how did we get to this? How did we get here? That's the first thing that, of course, runs into the mind of a man. Mm-hmm. And these men are very intelligent beings. Mm-hmm. By the time a lady comes and tells a man that they are pregnant, a man already knows. You know,
he already knows that.
You know, sometimes
really?
it's like a symbiosis.
I am in shock.
Yes.
What?
Let me tell you something. You know, I am the one who releases the first.
But she's the one who knows her body.
Because if you had a farm,
yes,
and you had cows in there, and you released one cow, you would know that one cow has been released. So it's a symbiosis.
With mathematics, it's the second in the code. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
No,
oh my goodness.
Yes. What I would say is that there's that feeling that you know.
Yeah. Is it like a feeling of shock, excitement? Like, okay, so what is the commonest thing, like maybe like sharing from some of your guy friends talking about these conversations of if a girl tells you that, hey, I'm pregnant, what's the one thing that the men usually bring out? And like,
okay, the very one thing is it depends, like, that's why I was asking, a boy or a man?
A guy,
if it's a boy, now he's starting to realize, like, now it's a transition. I'm going to become a man. I'm a boy in transition or a
so
man
impregnating a girl
transition.
is a sign of manhood.
That's the very first thing.
Okay.
But there are these guys who are
Ladies, don't let the boys exercise their manhood on you.
Definitely.
Yes.
But then there's what we call those fluid marshals. Guys who have given birth and made so many ladies pregnant. So when you tell him that, sometimes it becomes like news. But in there, the very first thing that jilts your heart is like, oh, she's pregnant. First, is she meaning it?
Is she meaning it or not? Then she brings the test and she shows you the two lines.
Because there are people who take this information differently. If it's a guy who has never, received this kind of news, of course, they need time to take it in.
Yeah.
And sometimes this is
How much time does a guy need to take it in? Because there's some women friends or girlfriends of mine that like tell me, and then they say, so I told a guy, but then he's still processing. And sometimes they process for like 3 months.
Yes.
Is that normal?
It's not easy. It's not easy.
I like that you have brought out that, because women need to know that it is not easy, and also men need to know that it is not easy to actually carry on a responsibility.
Yes.
And it weighs heavily on the man's mind. And we see that even in antenatal. When you tell a woman she's coming for her first visit, she's coming for a pregnancy check, and you tell her, okay, she's pregnant. The lady actually most times already knows. She's missed a day or two of her period, and she's like, okay, so most likely I did things around a date. So she
Yes.
knows her farm more. So I did things around a date. So most likely I am pregnant. So she will go confirm and choose to keep quiet. So when you ask where is your partner, that's why first antenatal is a little bit sketchy. People are worried. If I tell him, what's he going to think? Is he ready? Is he this? So she thinks through all that, and then she comes and tells the guy, so we are pregnant. Now the guy, by that time, she's telling you she's already about like a month. And she's like, I missed my period. By the time a girl misses her period, that's close to like 3 weeks of pregnancy.
You see, it goes back to how you deliver the message.
Yes.
Or how you deliver the news.
We want it to be like cafe javas.
Yeah. Because sometimes ladies need to understand what their men love the most. And this is a trick that I'm going to share with some of the ladies. If your guy likes to play like games,
Yeah.
join him as you're playing games. And just bring it up. Because that is their, what I would call their sane kind of environment.
Yeah.
The way they take up the news is not the way how you will call them. And sometimes this information, because it's very important and life-changing news,
Yeah.
just do it physically. Do it in a calm
And most women
situation.
think that,
Yeah.
well, I'm pregnant. The guy, so what? And I think people have heard it. Like,
Yes.
it is the same thing that weighs on the man's mind. Like,
Yes.
the entire, everything is changing. Like, there's a lot that is happening.
Yes.
So, and then maybe diving into the next part is she's delivered the news in like the most sane way
Yes.
that someone would want to deliver the news.
Yes.
Though we need an expounding on that.
Yes, yes.
What now should men prepare for?
You know,
That is something I can help you answer, but I also want to know what is it that happens in a guy's mind at that point. She's like, now I need to plan for this pregnancy.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
There are two things I would love to expound on. One is if you're having your intimacy, okay, the sex,
Yeah.
sometimes we need to agree. Do I want the child? Don't I want the child? Like I was telling you, sometimes men already know.
When she's already pregnant.
No, sometimes men already know that you're going to become pregnant for them. These men are not like stupid people.
Ah, so they know.
Sometimes they know.
Okay.
And sometimes they don't know because maybe, let's say, Dr. Ruth, you're going to have some good time, and I say, go take a pill. And you say, yes, I'm going to take a pill. Then you take a pill, it means I'm not ready to have a child. Then,
But what if she takes a pill and she still gets pregnant?
and she still gets pregnant. It's something that still we can work around with. If I don't want to misjudge my own species of men.
I
You
need
get-
to judge the
Yes,
species
yes.
of men.
But
I need to judge.
yeah, but sometimes I have seen some of my friends who have given birth to so many kids. Yeah, it's like, oh, that's good news. They take it up, but some others is kind of like a shock. And what a man actually is trying to process is 10 years from now. Now the man, what is going on in his mind is thinking, can I take on?
This pregnancy.
And it's not only pregnancy, by the way. Now these are two people.
Yeah.
It is the mother and also the child.
So she's pregnant, and now you have said like, yeah, okay, what has gone through the guy's mind? He's thinking about like, oh my god, these are two people. Now 10 years from now, yeah. So what happens then?
Okay, of course, a man accepts the pregnancy and then begins to, of course, what a man should prepare for,
Yeah.
one, is to, what I've seen most of my friends do, is to put a lady on insurance.
Put the lady on insurance.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
Now we have what they call the birth preparedness plan in Uganda.
Yes.
It's something that like prepares not just the woman but
Yes.
also her family.
Yes.
And what you mentioned about the insurance thing, because I'm thinking what's going through a guy's mind is like
Yes.
planning this man. This
Yes.
baby has to be fine.
Yes.
The mother has to be fine.
Yeah.
I'm taking on all these responsibilities. So what am I going to do? And for most men, it's not from provision. They
Yes.
choose to provide.
Yeah, true.
But you've heard about things that women say that, yeah, he provides, but he's not present.
Yes. You see, we as men really understand. Like maybe sometimes when a woman, when she's pregnant, she becomes more demanding.
She becomes more
And,
demanding.
More demanding.
Okay.
And one is to prepare her, put her on medical insurance. Some I've seen others put them life insurance.
But if she
And
demands for ice cream,
then and now those are now the caps. These are the things that come through.
yeah, will
Like,
insurance solve that part?
she's demanding. Actually, when a lady becomes pregnant, what a man should prepare for time, because a lady needs time.
Yeah.
She's going to do those first one. Those they call them what? Those that morning sickness, the pukes and everything.
Yeah, so she's not supposed to puke. That's the
Yes.
thing.
Mhm.
And I think men should also know that, because honestly, like talking even with the mother, the mother's in-law always ask the man, Asesema, is she vomiting? Like as a sign of pregnancy. So
Yes.
vomiting is actually not normal in pregnancy. That's
Yes.
something that we need to tell
On the initial stage.
men. Yes, it's not
Okay.
normal.
Okay.
Because it leads to a condition that either we call nausea and vomiting in pregnancy, or we call it HG, hyperemesis gravidarum. If you want to search, you can just put HG. It's a very serious condition. And because people have normalized it, it makes it seem okay when a woman starts throwing up. She's like, oh my God, I can't eat. But remember, she's not eating. I mean, she's not feeding. She's growing a baby. The baby is not getting enough.
Yeah.
And most times they even lose weight. And the man is like, yeah, but you know, it's pregnancy. Then he even goes out to look for help from other guy friends.
Yes.
And I tell him, yeah, even mine was like that. But how was yours like that?
Yes.
So you need, men need to always know that this information can be gotten through antenatal.
Yes.
So when you come and you ask, like, if she's puking, take her, because if, let's say we're having a drink right now,
Yeah.
but as you're drinking it, you want to throw up. Is that normal?
It's not.
Exactly. So we shouldn't normalize things around pregnancy and call them normal when they're actually not. And that is the first one.
Yes.
Will they be lazy? The answer is yes,
Yeah.
because there's a hormone that's called progesterone. It makes the body a little bit slow down. So she's going to feel more sleepy, more what? So well, you have to just cut her some slack. She's growing a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when she's not eating, that's a thing now. I feel like that's when men should come in.
Yeah.
Because then they, as a woman, is just overthinking about the pregnancy. She's like, oh my God, what's happening to me? Yes, she's pregnant, but her body,
Yes.
if it's a first time mom, most likely she's like, oh my God, what's happening to my body?
Yes.
Like all this is new. But if she's a mom who has given birth before, it's every pregnancy is its own dilemma.
True.
So she's going through that. And I think if men came through more with like knowing, hey, what can I do for you right now? So if she's feeling down, she can't even brush her teeth because she feels like every time I'm going to brush, I'm going to throw up.
It's like a trigger or something.
Exactly. So what can I come through and do? And I think being there, like you've said, is good.
Yeah.
And when you provide the insurance, ensure that she actually moves with the insurance supposed to. Yeah.
Me, what I saw my dad do, my dad had like a childbirth kind of book. So this man would read
what is supposed to be expected.
Yeah, he would read from the start up to the end. So he would know if she's like this, if my mom is like this, this is what she should do.
Yes.
If she's like this, that's what in those days when they used to, we used to put on like, is it nappies?
Yes.
And nothing like Pampers, stuff like that. But that man would be ready at any moment. He had numbers of ambulances.
I hope
just in case.
That is what every man should be doing. And I like that you mentioned it was your dad that was doing that, because most men are actually bleak. Like you just have no idea. Like, yeah, she's pregnant. So I've gotten her money. We have where we're going to deliver from. But what else about what is happening to her and the baby that she's growing? So actually reading about pregnancy also helps. If a man really has a time to like read about it, they can. The other thing they usually do, they come home, and then the man gives her that thing. She's like, okay, what is the antinatal? And then she comes back. And then he's like, so what did they say?
So
the women never answer. And then the men get pissed.
Yeah, and it's a very sweet thing. Like there's a time when I had to drive my neighbor's a pregnant lady, because the guy called me. I think it was his first time. So he gave me a call and like, man, my lady's doing this and this, she's not fine and stuff like that. Even me, I was scared. I didn't know what to do, But the only thing was
that time she was almost giving birth.
Yeah, I think she was like around like 5 months.
She was 5 months. And then an emergency happened.
Then someone calls me. I mean, this is not my wife, this is not my baby, this is not, but it put me in those shoes, So what I did, we drove.
Yeah.
Went down, picked her, drove to the hospital. And then when I reached there,
Yeah.
the first thing the doctor asked me was, is this your wife?
Wow.
I said, no.
Yes,
And
no.
then
Okay.
the doctor was trying to figure out, because he had come, I don't know, he had some results.
Mhm.
Then he was like, okay, should I share this with you? Should I? So we had to call the husband.
Yes.
And when I asked him, he was like, no, it wasn't something so serious. And men sometimes, when ladies are
Well, it was
pregnant-
something serious, but he didn't know it was serious.
No,
Yeah.
like, okay, I know it was something a little bit serious, yeah, but the way for him, the way the doctor talked, you know how doctors really speak and they want not to give you the bad news. But the man was like,
Man, she's
no, she
bad.
will be okay. She's just missing me.
She's
You get. And do you know what is funny?
uh-huh.
When the guy is around,
Yes.
when the guy used to be around,
Yeah.
baby was fine. Completely fine.
Yes. Then when
So for him, he knew his availability
is the
would make the
problem.
lady okay.
That is
I wouldn't
weird.
even see these people in the compound playing football, running around, doing exercises.
Who was
But
playing the football? The woman,
yes, he would even kick.
the woman was playing
Yeah,
football.
but in his absence,
In his
oh my
absence,
God, hell will break loose.
Pregnant
Oh my
women,
God.
please don't play football.
You know?
But yes, demand for his presence, it's important. No,
Yes.
but that's okay. That's also part of security. And
Yes.
like it drives, that can happen during
Yeah.
pregnancy.
Yeah.
But if a woman has a serious condition in hospital and she actually ends up in hospital,
Mhm.
it's important, like you're saying, like men should actually find out what happened.
Mhm.
Because when they ask the woman, she won't remember. Do you
Yes.
know why?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Mhm.
She has a called pregnancy brain.
Yes.
It's a thing.
Uh-huh.
It's not just a thing that people just like write about. It's fancy.
Okay.
But the pregnancy brain forgets a lot.
Mhm.
So as soon as we tell her, this is the condition that you have, this is what you need to do, she will stand up and say, Musa, what did you tell me to do?
Mm.
And then you repeat the same step and you say, okay, let me write for you. Then you write.
Okay.
When she reaches home, the husband is going to ask, what did they tell you? And then she will say, they said we are fine. Because she's fine. So she'll say, they said we're what? We are fine. And that's where men are cut out of what happened in antenatal.
Yes.
So if they say they diagnosed her with like high blood pressures or high blood sugars, then they're going to reach a point and then they say, so you need to have the baby delivered early.
Mm.
But she's been going for these appointments. And when she comes back, the man has no idea that, that things are actually not okay. Or if he gets time and reads about what's the treatment she's undergoing in antenatal, and he says, okay, there's high blood sugar, then he asks her, so is everything okay? Then she'll say, yeah, everything is okay. So in his mind, he'll keep on saying,
She's fine.
she's fine. And you don't blame him, right?
Yeah.
Because he's like, she's fine, because she said she's fine. But remember, there's a whole conversation that happened
Yes.
in the antenatal room for like 30 minutes before she left,
Yes.
telling her this is what you should avoid.
Mm.
This is what you should do. In case you fall down, in case you get a headache, it's a sign that is dangerous for you and for your baby. Come back to hospital.
Yes.
That you were okay, work out, she's home and no one, like no one knows what to expect. Because we've seen mothers, they've been home.
Mm-hmm.
They're very okay. And they're not like, most times people who are broken hands come with the most problems. No, anyone can get an emergency in pregnancy, and everyone needs to know that.
Okay.
That's why their partners also need to.
Yeah.
And so when we talk about like Father's Day, then it's when the baby comes out. That's from like before.
Yes.
Now, this woman gets a headache.
Mm-hmm.
And then after getting a headache, so they think it's malaria. So he goes, gets the drugs for malaria, gives the woman. He's like, she takes the tabs. She's like, anyway, he's caring. That's his way of showing love and caring. So she takes the medications.
Okay.
3 days later, he's going on a safari. She said, I'm feeling better. 3 days later, he's been on a safari. The neighbors start calling him. The woman has not opened her door in the morning because people are used to her opening the door and doing like, the usual thing she does. Only to knock the door down, and the woman was on the ground. She was like
having seizures.
Having seizures and like half conscious. So they carried her and brought her to the hospital. And to find out that the guy came out and said he never knew she had high blood pressures. But this is a woman who had come for antenatal the entire time, like was seeing her coming for antenatal, back and forth and explaining to her. So she's on medications. So why we say that involve the men is sometimes there's something your doctor is going to tell you or your midwife is going to tell you. You may forget, but your partner will help you with that.
Yes.
If the partner had known that headache is a sign of high blood pressure,
okay,
the partner would probably have said, hey,
Mm.
whether you've been doing antenatal, maybe we go back and what? And
Yes.
check.
Mm.
And then they would have discovered that the blood pressures are high and then also handled that. The thing then.
What I've got from this
Yes.
is that for the men who are watching,
Mm.
if your lady gets pregnant, please don't ever trust her. And this is in this way. Yeah. One, you have to go with her to the hospital.
Yes.
Listen what the doctor is saying. Because also sometimes, because if she has that pregnancy brain,
Mm.
and I've just learned this from you, and she forgets, she
Mm.
says things are fine, it means that men should be more. I know they can be on the lookout,
Okay, yes.
but they should be more on the what? On
Yeah.
the lookout.
And there are things that she may mention when you're home, you're together. She can say, maybe I have this backache, or I have this.
Yes.
When she comes for antenatal, she also forgets those things.
Yes.
So most times when men come to me for antenatal with the partners, I ask after the woman has talked, because they come and then they say, okay, yeah, it's a female affair. So she's here. So you guys talk. So we start talking everything. So I always turn to the guy and say, so how is she? How has she been? Like, has she been okay? And then he starts sharing more information. Oh, by the way, last month you were saying this was hurting.
Yes.
And then you were saying you're itching.
Yeah. True.
Then you failed to finish the food I brought the other time. That is it's a very impactful conversation for your antenatal. Because what happens then is that now you understand, okay, she's been having a backache. Then she'll say, oh yeah, that pain still comes and goes.
Yes.
Then we know, okay, fine, let's check for something.
Mm.
Then you do a urine test.
Yes.
He comes back and she actually has an infection. And that's what's your contribution to antenatal.
Why? So another thing, I read a lot.
Yes.
Another thing, ladies, I think once they get pregnant, what men should, I think, also prepare for is the more the baby grows, the more she can take good hygiene for herself.
Which hygiene are you talking about?
Yeah, down there and stuff like, So
Shaving.
like the shaving and stuff like that. Now, men should know that.
Would you help your wife shave?
100%. Why not? Because 100% I would do that.
The camera crew is in shock.
Yeah, because at the end of the day is you two are trying to raise a whole human being.
Together.
Let's even cut the thing of saying she's pregnant, she has a baby. This is a whole human being.
Yes.
This is a senior citizen. Okay, junior citizen.
That is going to become a senior citizen.
Yes, you're bringing into the world.
Your offspring.
So the thing is, there are things also, I feel like there's so many things that trigger ladies when they're pregnant. Yeah. Small things like maybe doing like a massage. I've seen that sometimes they swell their legs, they did a massage. But
did you know that the swelling of legs is actually a danger sign?
You should tell us men about it so that we prepare.
See, when you see your woman's legs are swelling, before you take her for that good massage, then always ask what is happening. Because when the leg swells, also a sign of what? Of high blood pressure. Yes. So take her to the hospital, make sure her blood pressure is okay. Yes. Then you can take her for the massage after.
Massage, yes.
Because no one will ever stop you from checking your blood pressures or when you walk into our hospital. Yeah. Then you take her for the what? For the massage. For the massage. And as we are almost ending this, you brought up something very important. Yes. The bit of when the belly starts coming out. Now, when the belly starts coming out, most times we've seen these pictures of people like men talking to the baby and wondering, is the baby actually hearing me? Yes. The answer is the baby actually hears the father. So babies also get used to voices that they're familiar with. They will know that my dad has been around. There's been this constant person around. Okay. There's been a mother, of course, because there's a mother. But before we close off, I wanted to kindly bring up the other aspect of, we talked about the saving part, the insurance, having money. Yes. There's a bit of also having transport. Yes. Now there's transport, and then there's also having a companion in labor. Yes. Now that companion in labor is an interesting one. Yes. We're also going to talk about a companion for the man. Yes. Because most times, if you have not had a conversation that you're going to be with your woman in labor, for you, where are you? You want to play a role, but you're not comfortable with going inside the labor
Yes.
room.
Yes.
Plan for your own companion.
Yes.
It can be your guy friend.
Yes.
It can be your mom. Have someone who can take you through, because it's a
As
very
long as they're not male.
no. It can be your guy friend.
No.
No, they don't have to be inside the labor room. You're
Yes.
outside.
For me,
Yes.
as long as they are male, they cannot be in a labor room.
No, they won't
Where
be in
am
the
I-
labor room.
Yes. Okay.
So we are talking about two companions. The companion for the woman, because the
Yes.
woman may say, I don't want you
Yeah.
inside my labor room.
Yeah.
Or she may say, I want you, but you're not yet comfortable with being inside, because a lot can happen in there and you're like, oh my God, there's a lot of blood, there's what? It's a lot. So you have all the choices to make as a man. But most times men are left out in labor rooms because there is the part of they don't know who to talk to. Then they keep on asking the nurses and midwives, okay, how is she? Is she okay? What can I do? So they can bring in the food, etc. But they also like have that. It's a whole lengthy process. So she's in the labor room. You're
Okay.
outside. You'll hear like the guys that do man antenatal. They always say, please buy some bites, take your PS5, and carry a guy friend to the hospital. They will take up that time of anxiety.
Yes. Yes.
So it's not that you're very absent, you keep checking in, but then also because the way our labor rooms are built is you don't have opportunity to even interact with other dads. So you're usually lost in the hospital, like, so where do I go? Yeah, I know she's in the labor ward, I don't want to be there, but I really want to be there. Just that I just fear blood and etc.
And the sound.
Yeah. And the sound, of course.
Sound.
You plan for an epidural as you as you're saving up for insurance.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you. I think this was lovely.
Yeah,
We
sure.
got to know some experiences because we were having the conversation
Yes.
and we are getting these ideas and also having thoughts of I'm a young man. I'm probably thinking if she tells me we're pregnant, have this girl that I'm dating, she's telling me we're pregnant. We haven't really taken up the further steps.
Yes.
Is what will I do? And I think you've brought it out very well, like what men usually think.
Yes.
And from the our learning points really are that it takes time for also a man to like
Yes.
acknowledge the news the same way it
Yes.
takes for a woman. And like a man participating in a woman's antenatal is also helpful.
Yes.
You may not be there every day, but you can even send the doctor a WhatsApp or and ask. So my wife is this, so she came by. Or you can even talk to the doctor in the antenatal and then say, if you've talked to the doctor and they've checked you, please tell me, and I can talk to the doctor and then find out how you are.
Yeah.
It helps at least you keep track with pregnancy and then also know what to do. And so yeah, so I think we seal it off with that and say always be prepared for pregnancy, not only for you, for the mother, but also for the dad.
But yeah, the dad, the father, men need to prepare. My friend was given a list to buy things.
Yes.
And he saw cotton and gauze. And he asked, isn't there cotton and gauze
In the hospital.
But, when you
So-
read about these things and you get to know, because now it's good that your mind should rest very fast.
Yeah, even about the
prepare.
cost of where to deliver from.
Yes, very good.
Yes.
You will see people taking these things, you be like, what are these things for? Don't they have them in the hospital? But they are always for a reason.
As your parting shots.
Yes.
As we close off this podcast.
Yes.
I want to kindly request, what is that one statement you can tell guys in regards to what you're talking about right now? Booking a hospital.
Yes.
Should they book the most expensive hospital or they should book the one that they can actually afford for both mom and the baby?
It. Okay. Okay, that's a tricky one. But what I can say is, as long as you can afford it, you can do it. Because as long as there
Important.
is a hospital that you can book, by the time you think about, let me get this hospital and let me book it, it's a 5-star rating for me. But if you can afford it, others can afford a high-end hospital.
Yeah.
Others may not afford. But as long as a man, this thing is different. As long as a man is willing to say, now I'm thinking of a hospital where she's going to deliver from and to be getting antenatal from.
The goal
Waiting
is that
for
the
me, that is
hospital should be safe.
very good.
Is mom safe?
Yeah, mom's
baby
safe
safe?
and baby safe.
If you can afford, like you have clearly said,
Yes.
please
Yes.
make sure you go to a hospital
Mm.
where you can afford.
Yes.
Because any labor can turn into an emergency,
Yes.
and no man wants to be in that situation.
Yes.
So thank you very much. And
Thank
I don't know if the parting shots you have for the guys.
But the parting shots for the guys, as you enjoy, that enjoyment might turn into something that is very serious but very good at the same time. So what I'm saying is that this lady that you get pregnant is someone's sister, is someone's daughter. So you must always take care of your girl once she gets pregnant. Actually, she needs you more than anything because that's
That
your
time.
kid, and that is a whole citizen. That's a whole human being you're bringing in the what?
Into the
In the
world.
world. So
Yes,
it's not something.
And as we all definitely prepare to like celebrate Father's Day
Mm.
this weekend, we want to
Yes.
really tell the dads out there is that being a dad is an honor and it's also a great job.
Yes.
Thanks for watching Vibes with Dr. Ruth Grace. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and also our TikTok at Dr. Ruth Grace and at Reach a Hand Uganda and Salute Major Plus. Thank you.
Bye.